Hello and welcome. Today we're gonna do comparison between two similar games, the Uncharted series and Tomb Raider. For Tomb Raider, we're gonna look only at the 3G Survivor series. I'll be looking at the whole Uncharted series main entries except for the Lost Legacy and Golden Abyss. This is a good comparison in my opinion, since the Tomb Raider reboot, the games differ a lot from the previous entries. So with no further ado, let's jump in. Both games are very similar, they are the same genre, but they are different in some aspects as we are gonna see. So let's start with the action. Both games take you in adventure mode and go into action mode, and the indication of this is the music changes when you go into action and stops when you have killed everyone or you have escaped from the action zone and you go into a story or adventure mode. In both games there is a stealth mode and a frontal approach mode. You take cover, you hide, you can distract enemies in Tomb Raider with throwing things so you can kill them in stealth mode without alerting their companions. You can approach enemies from behind, from hanging, from hiding in nature, from up the trees, and many other, depends on how creative each player is. We can mention here there is also a stealth skill tree upgrade system. In Uncharted stealth mode you have to get behind enemies without being seen, hide in high grass until the enemy approaches, hang in buildings and go for the stealth kill, or use the grappling hook and fall into enemies. There is no distraction option in Uncharted. This is for the stealth. The frontal approach, which most of the action takes place, unless you are a master assassin and you can complete the game in stealth. Both games feature similar looter and shooter style. In Uncharted, usually you start with a handgun, and as the game goes on and the enemy hordes increase, you take more advanced weapons and bullets from enemies you kill. There is no loot outside of action except for some collectibles, but no guns or bullets. There is also melee attacks in Uncharted and they are pretty fun. And we all know Nathan Drake takes a punch and also can take a punch. There is also a lot of car chasing fights in the Uncharted games, taking the fight mechanics into another level. The action sequences in Uncharted are pretty much straightforward. Kill them all, aim at the enemy or shoot them blindly, and try to not run out of health or bullets doing so. There is no health bar here, instead the screen goes darker when you are near death. You have to take cover or avoid getting shot for a period of time for the player to recover. Now, the Tomb Raider has more RPG elements, as you can craft arrows, Molotov bombs, smoke bombs and more. In Tomb Raider you have your own weapons and you loot bullets from fallen enemies, not their weapon. Instead you carry your own weapons and find better gear during exploration mode, which you find a different arsenal and materials so you can upgrade your weapons over time and craft arrows and other DIY explosives, giving you the chance to approach combat in different style. There is a melee combat in Tomb Raider using the multifunctional grappling axe as a melee weapon. As I mentioned, there is a skill tree for stealth and also for different upgrades like upgrading your health, carry on back, you can upgrade your aim, so there is a lot of RPG elements. There is also some different outfits with more customization in later titles. Now let's go into exploration or adventure mode and let's talk about the puzzles. After all, what is a good adventure Indiana Jones style game without some good difficult puzzles? Let's start with Lara Croft now. As I said at the beginning, I'm going to talk for the Survivor series only and let aside the other previous games. Now, the reboot series feels more and more like action game than a puzzle-like game, with puzzles being a few and command being a lot, but there are some pretty good puzzles in these too. They all pretty much involve the bow to solve. You shoot in these ropes highlighted by your senses and you pull things, you climb on rocks with hard surfaces. Some platforming is also involved. To be honest, I wanted more puzzles like in the good old days, and I didn't like that some of the best puzzles in the games, the Tomb Raiding of the game, was optional side quest, so you could have missed it or there was no pressure to complete it, even though some of the main story puzzles were pretty good. There is a lot of platforming involved during exploration. You have tools like the grappling axe to climb rocky walls, a grappling hook, a combat knife. You also hunt for animals in Tomb Raider for materials. There is a fast travel option for going back and visiting places you have already been, but could not explore at the moment due to lack of gear. There is a lot of suffering in this series. This is how it got the name Survivor Series. There is a lot of falling and falling and falling again, when sliding in different environments. There is some underwater sequences that you forget to breathe yourself, and this is all done pretty good. And now the Uncharted series. I think the Uncharted does puzzles better than the Survivor series. It takes a balance between puzzles and action. It doesn't let you get bored with lots of puzzles or to feel like you are playing a looter shooter and make it all combat. The puzzles in this series are pretty innovative. There are some clues to help you solve them, but they are some of the best out there. Nathan Drake keeps a notebook for clues for some of the big ones. In the games, you explore different ancient cities around the world. Here you make use of the environment for solving them. You move things to reach higher or to put things in place. You do a lot of platforming here to reach different parts of the big ancient temples. There is a lot of suffering here also, from falling, sliding in jungle muds, to car chasing, to collapsing buildings, to train crashing, and even airplane crashing, and this is all in harmony with Nathan Drake's character. Now, in the terms of graphics, there is a difference because the first Uncharted game was released in 2007 and the first Tomb Raider reboot was released in 2013. So it was the beginning of the PS3 era and the end of the PS3 era. So the difference is to be expected, as the Tomb Raider here has the upper hand. So for this it's better to compare the Uncharted 4 A Thief's End with the latest Survivor series Shadow of the Tomb Raider. In Uncharted 4 we have seen some of the best looking game out there. Even for PlayStation 5 standards, this game holds up pretty good. From character creation to facial expressions to dynamic environments, the interaction between player with environment, from jungles to ancient cities to buried temples, the sea water looks so good it feels realistic. Going to Madagascar Wonders felt like you watched a movie, not playing a game. Naughty Dog have done a great job here with motion capture technology for character interactions to amazing picturesque places you visit in the games. When the first Tomb Raider reboot series was released, it had no rival in visuals at the time. The young Lara Croft character looked amazing. You could see all the struggle in her face expressions throughout the games. And the hair work graphic, if your PC could handle it, looks something seen only in the movies. From the first game to the last, they all have stunning graphics. The interaction of Lara with the environment is done pretty good also. When you go in different areas like water or mud, you see the changes, or things like patches when you get shot and little things like that. The different environments in Tomb Raider have a dark tone, from the Yamatai Island in the first game, which feels like it's always night, with stormy weather which is done perfectly. From there, going to the cold weather of Siberia, these environments look and feel harsh as they are in reality. From here we go to the latest entry, the Amazon jungle, which the game takes place. The graphics here are astonishing, and the world feels alive from trees to wilderness. The developers have done a great job. Now let's talk about the story. We begin on a transformative journey with Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider Survivor series, an exploration of origins, growth and destiny through three captivating narratives. The series starts with Tomb Raider, presenting a vulnerable Lara shipwrecked on Yamatai, an island shrouded in mystery. Struggling against both the island's danger and her internal doubts, Lara evolves from a fledgling scholar to a resilient survivor. The narrative unfolds as a visceral and emotional adventure, revealing ancient secrets that test Lara's resolve and resilience. It's a tale of survival, self-discovery, and the birth of the iconic Tomb Raider. In Rise of the Tomb Raider, Lara's quest for truth propels her to the unforgiving landscapes of Siberia. Her pursuit of her further research on immortality becomes a battle against the enigmatic organization Trinity. This installment delves deeper into Lara's capabilities, both physical and intellectual. The evolving narrative intertwines Lara's personal growth with the intrigue of hidden tombs and ancient mysteries, establishing her as a seasoned adventurer. The trilogy reaches its climax with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, where Lara grapples with the consequences of her actions. Set against the lush backdrops of South America, Lara faces an impending apocalypse triggered by her own pursuit of power. This final chapter not only showcases Lara's mastery as the Tomb Raider, but also delves into themes of responsibility and redemption. The narrative becomes a profound exploration of her evolution from a wannabe explorer to a legendary figure. Throughout the series, Lara's character is a central focus. Unlike the stoic heroes of the past, this Lara is authentic, vulnerable, shaped by her experiences, and driven by a determination to confront her fears. Camilla Landington's compelling portrayal adds depth to Lara's emotional journey, making her an engaging and relatable protagonist. Environments in the Survivor series are more than mere settings. They are integral to the narrative, from the claustrophobic caves of Yamatai to the icy expanses of Siberia to the dense jungles of South America. Each locale serves as a canvas for Lara's evolution. The trilogy's visual storytelling complements the emotional depth of the narrative, creating an immersive experience for players. The Tomb Raider Survivor series is more than an adventure. It's a narrative odyssey that surpasses the conventions of traditional storytelling in video games. It's the evolution of a character, the unfolding of a destiny, and a testament to the enduring legacy of Lara Croft. As the series concludes, it leaves behind a legacy, a story that resonates not just as a gaming experience, but as a profound exploration of growth, survival, and the invincible spirit of its iconic heroine. The Uncharted series is without a doubt an adventure across the globe. We embark on a thrilling journey with Nathan Drake, the charismatic and daring treasure hunter/thief. The series kicks off with Uncharted: Drake's Fortune, introducing players to Nathan Drake, a descendant of the legendary explorer Sir Francis Drake. Immerse yourself in the large jungles and mysterious ruins as Drake searches for the lost treasure of El Dorado. The game seamlessly blends third-person shooting, exploration, and clever puzzle solving, setting the stage for what would become a hallmark of the series. We continue the story with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, which takes the excitement to new heights. Drake ventures to exotic locations like Nepal and Tibet in pursuit of the fabled Sintamani stone. The narrative weaves a tale of deception, ancient mysteries, and unexpected alliances. The game's gripping set of pieces, from a collapsing building in Nepal to a high-stake train chase in Himalayas, showcase Naughty Dog's mastery of cinematic storytelling and pulse-pounding action. In Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, the stakes escalate as Drake seeks the lost city of Realm of the Pillars. This installment delves deeper into Drake's past and his relationship with mentor Victor Sullivan. The series' signature blend of action and narrative reaches new heights, with visually stunning locations like the Rub of Kali Desert and a sinking cruise ship. We unravel the mysteries surrounding Drake's family history and face challenges that test both his physical and emotional limits. The crowning jewel of the series, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, serves as a fitting conclusion to Nathan Drake's saga. Retired from the treasure hunting life, Drake is pulled back into the fold for one last adventure, the search for Henry Averi's pirate treasure. The game introduces new characters, including Drake's long-lost brother Sam, adding emotional depth to the narrative. A Thief's End is a visual spectacle, with breathtaking landscapes, intricate details, and a level of realism that set a new standard for video game graphics. What sets the Uncharted series apart is its seamless integration of gameplay and storytelling. Players not only control Drake through daring shootouts and treacherous climbs, but also witness his growth as a character. The series' emphasis on exploration and puzzle solving keeps players engaged between intense action sequences. The chemistry between characters, especially the jokes between Drake and Sully, adds a layer of humor and friendship that enhances the overall experience. From the crowded markets of Istanbul to the hidden pirate utopia of Libertalia, the Uncharted series is a big adventure that captures the spirit of modern-day Indiana Jones. Each installment builds upon the last, refining gameplay mechanics, enhancing visuals, and delivering narratives that leave a lasting impact. In conclusion, the Uncharted series stands as a testament to Naughty Dog's commitment to crafting unforgettable gaming experiences. Whether you are a fan of heart-stopping action, intricate puzzles, or compelling characters, the Uncharted series delivers it all in a package that redefines the adventure genre. Nathan Drake's journey is not just a quest for treasure, it's a compelling exploration of friendship, discovery, and the unshakable spirit of a true adventurer. Both games, if we take as a series, are somewhat on par, but if you have to crown the best action-adventure game here, in my opinion, the Uncharted 4 wins by far. What the future holds for both games we can't say for sure. We know that The Thief's End was Nathan Drake's last saga, and we also know that the Shadow of the Tomb Raider was the last on the Survivor series. We have learned that the Tomb Raider IP is now owned by Embracer Group, and the new game is in development with Unreal Engine 5, but it can be years ahead. And Naughty Dog has said that it's done with the Uncharted series. We'll see what the future will bring. Thanks for watching.